My parents always taught me that education has to be my #1 priority. It can change your life, and that's something my mom has always taught me, and I'm so grateful for that. In terms of influence from my culture, my parents are tango dancers, so that's something I've been doing my whole life, and it was a part of my college applications, and it's something I got to talk about and something I hope to continue for the rest of my life.
That's amazing. Wow. And yeah, what you've seen with her relationship with her family and their support throughout the process.
So I want to share what an honor it is that Milena's family chose to invest in Kweller Prep and in terms of getting support. A lot of students and families, especially in the immigrant community, they don't reach out sometimes until it's too late, but what Milena did was very proactive. So before the SHSAT, 1 year before, the family reached out, let's begin support. And before college applications, Milena attended every webinar, workshop. I mean, everything we offered, like a sponge, she soaked up. And it's an honor to say that that's what we need, and this is really truly a role model. I'm a child of immigrants myself, so I was the first one to go to college. I went to New York University, Steinhardt School of Education. It was a big wow. I went to law school, I went to Hofstra University. I passed the bar exam on my first try. That was a second wow. And then I opened the prep school, and it was quite a surprise, but I knew this was where my passion lies, in helping students navigate the journey. And I want to add that Milena is tutoring at Kweller Prep now, and she's actually working with multiple students right now, later today after this, and she's helping them with their college applications and specifically QuestBridge scholarship applications.
Amazing.
And so she's not just here in the present, talking about her journey, she's giving back.
Absolutely.
And I really feel like that was my calling in life also, to be honest with you, and I love it. I love being part of this journey and endeavor, and it's exciting.
Thank you, and we're about to hear more in a few minutes about how Milena is encouraging other students. So coming up next on Tiempo, we'll continue our discussion with Milena Galeto, and also ahead, the history-making honor for the Queen of Salsa, Celia Cruz, and how you can be a part of it. Welcome. Students the tri-state prepare to head back to school. Here's a goal any student would be excited to achieve: getting into an Ivy League school. Well, a first-generation Latina student from New York City, Milena Galeto, joins us once again, and she got into 8 Ivy League schools. We're also joined by Milena's tutor, Francis Kweller, from the Kweller Prep Tutoring Center. Welcome back. And Milena, you're planning on studying at Harvard this fall, very soon. You said you're moving in next week?
Yes.
So you're planning on studying government and physics. Tell me about these choices and what drew you to these areas of study.
Well, first for physics, I went to the Bronx High School of Science, and there I absolutely fell in love. I had incredible teachers which were able to help me understand physics and want to get into it more. In terms of government, a passion of mine that I've had with me since I was little is wanting to be a change maker, to make the world a better place. And as of now, a goal of mine is to go to law school, become a lawyer, and help the world become a better place. So hopefully through government, I can start to be on that journey.
Absolutely. Now, I know you have a whole webinar about this, and we encourage students who want to know more to watch your webinar, but what's a message you have for young students who are trying to get into their dream school like you did?
A message I have for students who are about to start this daunting process, or even before that, is you can do it. If you're putting in the effort, your dreams are achievable. So find yourself a community that supports you, whether that be your family, your school, or an external community like Kweller Prep, which you can join. We are committed to helping students through this daunting process through webinars like one we hosted a couple of weeks ago, and through prep courses. So I highly encourage you to find the support, because this process can be difficult, but it's easier when you have support around you.
I watched your webinar, and so much of what you are encouraging people to do is really to manage their time and to organize. Do you or Francis want to talk about how critical that is? It's not just the work, but not being overwhelmed by the work, right? And being able to make lists and figure out when to do what, and so that you don't feel stressed.
I'm so happy to share that Milena started everything very early. And one thing I noticed a lot, mentioning webinars, you were always present a year in advance. So everything was always very proactive, and that's very important with the college process. Also, it's not just starting early and having the community, but you have to kind of just listen to the naysayers as well and just discount that, because you want to take yourself and your own vision and say, I will succeed, I'm going to move forward. And that's so important, especially for young women. It's such an important moment to say, I'm going to apply to 28 colleges and all 8 out of 8 Ivy Leagues, no matter what everyone says, because a lot of people have different opinions, and it's just so important to forge ahead and to move forward.
One more question for Milena before we go. I want to hear a little bit more about your family's tango, dancing, and music influence, and just a little bit more about how that made you who you are.
Yeah, so my parents are from Argentina, and they are Argentine tango dancers, and that is something I am extremely proud of. I was actually named after a tango, Malena, and that was what my personal statement was about throughout the college process. But, you know, I grew up in the New York City tango community, and they have supported me through everything, and I am eternally grateful for that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. Really appreciate it.